Hello, assalamu alaikum everybody. Hope you're all safe, sound, and healthy. And it's the new year. And how have we begun the new year? Let's see. We just started the new year with multiple load shedding of electricity, a completely false weather forecast. If you check the weather, it's sometimes showing 17 degrees, sometimes it's showing 14 degrees, sometimes it's showing 15 degrees. It was showing sunny, but finally they decided to change it to smoke. When actually it is so cold that I would say it is probably between 5 to 8 degrees. And it's not smoke, it's actually fog and clouds. So we begin the new year with fake weather forecasting, with a fake message from the chief of army staff. And I'm calling it fake because all that he said was untrue. And we begin the new year with the ongoing genocide in Palestine of the Palestinians, um, the ongoing terrorism in occupied Kashmir in India, and the ongoing uh, total disregard of Pakistan's constitution and Pakistan's legal framework, Pakistan's justice system, by the illegal government that has been imposed on us by the United States of America. So for America, it's probably a very good new year. See, America has finally got what it's been working decades for, maybe even a century for. It has got chaos all over the world, it's got genocide, it's got occupation, it's got interference, it's got it all. Um, so, yeah. And then we have Tony Blair, who suddenly decides to announce this exciting news that he wants to help evacuate the people from Gaza. Do you really want to help the people of Gaza? Why not start with evacuating the illegal settlers, the illegal Jews that have invaded Palestine? That's how you can actually help Palestine. But no, you're actually helping the Jews, the invaders, that okay, let me just pull it because and obviously you'll be very good at it because after all, isn't that how you just evacuated all the Jews from Europe? And then they landed in the Muslim countries for refuge. So yeah, you're very good at that, I'm sure. So this is how we have begun the new year. And then we've begun the new year with gas shortage. These are all deliberate. Electricity and gas shortage is all deliberate. We have begun the new year with lies, with more untruths, with um, the American imposed government, the American touts, and the army and establishment working towards a fake election, as in a rigged election, wherein there will be no one from PTI allowed to run their campaigns or to file their nominations, but we will have only and only Nawaz Sharif's family members and Zardari's family members and Maulana Fazl Rahman's family members running the elections. So that's how we've started the new year. What else can I say? It's a wonderful way to start a new year. And that is all I really can say because I don't think I need to explain myself here. We live in a fake world with fake people, fake news, fake narratives. But the fact that before at least they had the courtesy to try and cover up whatever it is that they're doing now, America, Britain, Israel, the American placed touts in Pakistan, all the American touts all over the world, who have been placed strategically as traitors within their own countries, the Indian government, all of them have now just decided to you know, forget all the cover ups and forget hiding and all. So they've decided to just come out and, blatantly, shamelessly, openly do whatever it is that they're doing, committing all the atrocities, you know, um, just openly being the shameless beings that they are. So they've, decided to know to just, turn the curtains away and leave the stage bare open for you all to see. You can see all the way to the backstage. They're giving you an inside peek. They've exposed themselves because they feel that there's no longer the need to keep themselves hidden, to keep things under wraps. And this is how we begin the new year. But by all means, let's celebrate New Year. Yay!
We've also begun the new year with unresolved issues and complaints. I don't know if you've heard the sound just now. This is an army helicopter that just passed by. So yeah, that's probably another thing that has started this new year. The army helicopter just deciding to go past. So there was a complaint that we've had since last month, which is actually 2 months ago, you can say, that the due to bad weather and lightning striking upon electrical appliances, our meter got faulty. It got damaged, and as a result, we had almost, it was a meter that was off. I mean, we turn everything, we turn our, fuse box off whenever we leave the house in Murray, because we don't live there all the time. So we turned the electricity, we turned basically the main supply off. So everything was off. So, and yet the meter had shown that we were running thousands and thousands of units or whatever. Anyway, you know, we got a very huge bill, and we immediately lodged a complaint. And the local electricity, the local power office employees, they checked it and they said yes, it is faulty because of the lightning and all that. Many and also they disconnected the wire from the pole itself to verify, and the meter was still running. So they decided that, that we should write an application to the STO of Islamabad, the electricity supply company. And the STO not only never bothered to reply to my messages, even though his number was given on the bill for complaints. He never bothered to reply to the messages. He never bothered by the fact that I texted him the application, then we posted the application, and we even sent the application by hand through a neighbor for changing the meter, for doing a lab test and replacing the meter. The whole month has passed. New Year has started. We've got the new bill, which shows that nothing has been done, because we've again got a bill in, the bill is again in thousands of rupees, which shows that they have not even bothered to remove the meter, to send it to the lab to change. And this is how we are being greeted by the Pakistani authorities, by the government organizations in Pakistan. This is how we're greeted in this new year. Apart from that, the fact that these weird people that have suddenly decided to treat the place that I live in, the area that I live in, it's always been treated as mini Pakistan. I call it mini Pakistan. My mother loved it so much that now she quotes it as her own personal quote, and she goes around calling everybody, oh, you're treating it like mini Pakistan. And that's because the people that get us to elect them, to volunteer their services and, run the whole society, they just keep on and on increasing the charges, the water and maintenance charges, and yet they do not actually turn on even the tube wells to maintain water supply. And we basically, most of us rely on our tankies, number one. Number two, they never cared about maintenance. And number three, security issues have arisen since they've come. There have been so many before the security issues were something that were, pertaining to the local residents of the area. But now, the riders have been complaining. So the riders have talked to me, and they're like, that there have been a lot of snatching incidents in your area. And that is why most of the riders have now refused to come. And then when I took it up with the office, they were like, oh, tell them to report it properly so that we can catch the people. I'm like, are you idiots? It's not their problem. They're not going to report anything. They'll just stop coming. They'll report it to their companies, and then their companies will tell them, okay, let's blacklist this area. I'm like, you are basically getting blacklisted, right? And it's your responsibility. You have CCTVs all over the area. Why don't you know that there have been incidents, especially when they actually have reported these incidents to the security guards at the gate? How is it that I know about it and you sitting at the office know nothing about it? So, again, the fact that now everybody has decided that because now there is no law in Pakistan, there's no order in Pakistan, there is, no, there is going to be nothing, So everybody's now going to show their true colors. So that is what the new year has brought us. Amazing how everybody has decided to just come out in the open and show their worst selves. How everybody has decided that they should just come out in the open and harm people, hurt people, disregard people, humiliate people, how they think that they can just come out in the open and celebrate being spawns of the devil. That is how we're going to start off the new year.
Happy New Year, y'all. This is me signing out. Khuda.